Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern.
Fully charged.
These characters are modern legends, but until now, DC has struggled to find success with them in the gaming world. Apparently, all they needed to do is have the developers of Mortal Kombat put DC's greatest heroes and villains in a fighting game and have them beat the superhuman snot out of each other. Because Injustice, Gods Among Us, is a high-quality brawler that lovingly showcases the grandeur of the DC universe while offering a little something for fighting fans of every skill level.
Grundy kill you dead!
That's why I like you, Superman. You're much more gullible than...
Developer NetherRealm's respect for DC's finest continually shines through. Whether it be through match intros and outros, or character-specific lines of dialogue for certain matches,
Must I remind you of my superiority?
Injustice takes every opportunity to convey the personality that makes each of these heroes special. Just like Mortal Kombat before it, Injustice looks great most of the time, but every now and again, a janky animation sneaks in. It might be an awkward-looking mid-air collision here, or a goofy hit reaction there, but still, the characters and environments are so finely detailed that such imperfections become tough to miss. It's hard to sweat the little things, though, when Supes and Doomsday are bringing Metropolis down around you in such spectacular fashion. The audio, on the other hand, is beyond reproach. There's a majestic orchestral soundtrack, and a voice cast that's stacked with key veterans from the Justice League animated series. Together, they help Injustice to pull off one of the few fighting game stories that I've ever cared about.
What's that?
It's the none of your damn business along.
With a great mix of fan service and well-written dramatic beats, any comic fan should be pleased with what's on offer here. I'm not going to spoil anything, but let's just say you've never seen Superman quite like this. Given the success developer NetherRealm had with Mortal Kombat, it would have been easy to simply clone the combat and reskin the characters, but they didn't. While the pacing and some of the mechanics still have that MK feel, a great assortment of new systems make it feel like an entirely different animal. Each stage is packed to the gills with interactive stuff, and different characters use them each in different ways. Mix in the absolutely insane stage transitions, and you've got the makings for dynamic, if sometimes a little too chaotic, bouts of destruction. Thankfully for fighting purists, Injustice lets you turn these features off if you choose. Less obvious, but perhaps more significant, is the addition of unique character powers. These can be as simple as temporarily increasing your damage output, like when Shazam imbues his fist with the power of lightning, or as subtle as opening up new tactical options, like when the Flash taps into the Speed Force. Not only do they add flavor to the cast, but learning how to leverage each gives Injustice a technical nuance that Mortal Kombat sorely lacked. There's more where that came from too, but whether you want to dig deep or play casually, Injustice's combat entertains with its beefy hits, long juggles, and stylish super moves. There's still a decent skill ceiling for advanced players to explore, but novices will find the first steps very easy to take. A fully fleshed out training mode makes getting the hang of your character's moves a breeze. And that's a good thing, because with a healthy sized roster of 24 characters, there's plenty to learn. Fan favorites like Bats and Supes are a tad easier to get the hang of than the rest, but no one seems overpowered just yet. More importantly, everyone feels distinct, and there's a character here suited for every playstyle.
You're no match for an Amazon.
This ends now.
Pucker up, Snookums! Ah!
Injustice isn't just a generic fighting game with superheroes. It's a well thought out game with a huge load of DC Universe flavored content. Between the bountiful number of challenge levels and the constant stream of unlockables, there's more here to see and do than in most other fighters. But the real reason to play is for the thrill of harnessing the overwhelming godlike powers of these comic book icons. Though the most discerning of players may find all the wanton environmental destruction a bit over the top at times, the fun of setting DC's biggest and baddest loose against one another is too great a draw to ignore. For even more about muscular men and women in tights, fly on over to IGN.
Rudy, it's done. Call a meeting of the board. Project Source. And arrange pickup for the suit. Needs a tune-up.